بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Welcome back to our channel QHE Tajwid Rules of the Quran channel in English. Inshallah, we are in the third class of Sifat Al Houroof, the characteristics of the letters. And last few times you can back for it from the description box under the video. You can click the black arrow if you are in the phone. In your right hand, you will see all the links of each lesson, inshallah. Or if you are from computer, laptop, maybe tablet, you can push see more and see everything about this chapter, all the links of the lessons. Today, inshallah, in our third lesson of the Sifat Al Houroof, and our lesson today, it will be about the Arabic letters according to the flow or separation or trap of the breath. We have two categories under it. The first one is الهمس, the second one is الجهر. So حروف المجهورة, it's 19 letters, and الحروف المهموسة is 10 letters. And scholars collected for us in a word فحثه شخص سكت, to make it easy for us to remember it. فحثه شخص سكت means he finds someone not talking, so he make him talk, or he finds someone quiet, so he make him talk. فحثه شخص سكت. This is the hams letters, it's 10 letters. الحروف المجهورة is the 19 letters. Rest of the Arabic letters, we call this category Jahr letter, and we call this category Hams letter. Both of them, if I make plus for them, it will be 29 letters total. Let's go ahead and start with the Hams and understand what I mean by flow breath or trap breath, and what I mean by Hams and what I mean by Jahr. We will explain everything inshallah and make it very clear for you. We will start with Al-Hams. Al-Hams is the whisper. Whispers mean in the normal language, someone say for someone something with very low voice. With very low voice. Means hiding or disappear. So let's see what it's mean here in the Tajwid rules. In Arabic, في اللغة الخفاء. Linguistic definition by English is hiding or concealment. Let's see this is in the applied definition. By Arabic في الاصطلاح جريان النفس نتيجة انفتاح الوترين الصوتيين وعدم اهتزازهما. Let's see this by English and try to understand it. Applied definition, running of the breath, running of the what? Breath. Be careful. Put 100 lines under word the breath as a result of the opening of vocal cords without vibration. Without vibration. That means I will expect the vocal cords when I sound these letters, it's open, and the no vibration on it, and the vocal cords is opened. The breath it will running, nothing close the breath way. So I expect nothing close the breath way because the vocal cords is opening and no vibration on it. So let's see in a picture here. There is an example here for letter Shin. So if I look here, letter Shin, the vocal cords is completely open here and no vibration on it. All of you can try right now and say ash, ash. How can I know if there is hams on it? Easy way to know it. Put your hand in front of your mouth right now and say ash. Did you find the air come in your hand? Yes, this is the whisper, this is the hams. This breath is coming and the flow in that letter. Okay, when we say put your hand in front of your mouth, we just say this to make it easy for you, but it doesn't mean, يعني some people, for example, they tell me, but when I put my hand in letter قاف, for example, when I tell her you make letter قاف with hams, make it majhur, she said, but when I put my hand in front of my mouth, I didn't find any air come out on it. This is just to make it easy for you. But letter قاف, for example, you can make hams on it instead of jahr, but it doesn't mean the air come in your hand. Not all the time, know by the air come out or no, like letter قاف. But total, all the hams letters, you will find air come in your hand. Okay? Something to make it easy for you. But the real thing is happens, the vocal cords, it's open and no vibration for it inside. Okay? So the breath is come easy way without anything close the way of it. This is the hams. What's the letter of hams? حروفه فحثه شخص سكت. If I make this word separate letters, it will be letter fa, letter ha, letter tha, letter ha, letter shin, letter kha, letter sad, letter sin, letter kaf, and letter ta. Let's try all of them. Put your hand in front of your mouth. Put hamza before each letter of this and sound this letter to make it clear. And tell me if you find air come on it, that's mean you make the hams right. Say f, f. You will find the air come in your hand. If you don't find the air come in your hand, that's mean you push very hard in the articulation point of fa, so you close it, you don't give the breath place to go out. Let's try letter ha, ah, ah. Letter tha, ath. Letter ha, ah, ah. Letter shin, ash. Letter kha, akh. Letter sad, as. Letter sin, as. Letter kaf, ak. Letter ta, at. Okay? So letter kaf and ta, we'll talk about both of them more inshallah when we go for another characteristics which is الشدة. We'll explain more about it a little bit. But anyway, if you complete letter kaf, you will say ak, at, as, as, akh, ash, ah, ath, ah, af. Did you find the air in your hand in all these letters? Very good. This is what we mean by hams letter. No stopping for the breath. Flow of the breath. Okay? So this is the hams letter. We said we have 5 characteristics opposite of 5 characteristics from الصفات الأصلية, from main characteristics. So we will go through right now the opposite of الهمس, which is الجهر, the apparent. What الجهر is the opposite of الهمس. If I explain for you الهمس, if there is air of the breath is flow, الجهر means there is the air of the breath is trap. And it will be opposite of everything. Let's go together and see الجهر what it's mean في اللغة. الإعلان. Linguistic definition, apparent. First one, it was whisper. I say something very low voice, but here I say it with very high voice. Of course, we don't mean high voice or low voice as a voice, but we are talking about linguistic definition, the meaning in the language. So what it's mean in الاصطلاح? انحباس النفس عند النطق بالحرف بسبب انضمام الحبلين الصوتيين واهتزازهما. You can expect what it's mean by English before I go for the page of English. If I say in الهمس, it's the flow of the breath. Here I can expect right away it's a trap of the breath. If I say in الهمس, this is happening because the vocal cords it's opened and no vibration on it, I can expect, because this characteristics is the opposite of الهمس, this is happening because the two vocal cords it's very close to each other and there is moving on it. So let's see this applied definition by English. Impressment of the flowing of breath, breathing trapped when pronouncing the letter as a result of the closing and vibration of the vocal cords. Let's see example for it by drawing. Here our example is letter lam. So see how the vocal cords is closed here. Let's try letter lam together and letter lam. You should to close. You should to put the tip of the tongue with the gum of upper 8 teeth. The upper of 8 teeth. And you can back for the articulation point of lam. I will put it for you in the top here right now. In the white bar, it will appear for you in the top of the page. You can click on it and go for the letter lam articulation point and they check how you make it right. If you make the letter lam 100% right, that means there is no air will come in your hand. Put your hand in front of your mouth and say al, al, al. No air is coming out at all. Now you sound letter lam right. Why? Because you trapped the breath. You make the jahr in letter lam. Let's go and see its letter. The letter of the jahr, if I say the letter of hams is فحثه شخص سكت, the letter of the jahr, it will be the rest of the 29 letters. That means it's 19 letters except all the Arabic letters except the fa of فحثه and ha and tha and ha فحثه and شخص شين خا and صاد سكت سين and kaf and ta. So the letters of the jahr, the rest of the Arabic letters except these 10 letters in front of you. Let's go together and see comparing between the hams and jahr in one of the pictures. If we look here in letter sin and za to compare between them. Letter sin, صاد and za, all of them coming from the same articulation point. Then why letter sin is different than letter za when we sound it or when we pronounce it? Because letter sin is mahmus, that means the vocal cords is completely open and the air is flow from it without anything stop it. As if you put your hand in front of your mouth, you will find a lot of air come out in your mouth on it. Plus, if you put your hand in your vocal cords here, you will find there is no moving at all in that area. Try it one more time. As. But in letter za, the vocal cords is completely closed and vibration when we sound letter za, and this is caused trapped for the air of the breath. So if you put your hand in the vocal cords here and say as, you will feel the vibration under your hand and your vocal cords is moving. That's why there is difference between sin and za. Za is majhur, sin is mahmus. So put your hand in front of your mouth and be sure letter za doesn't have any air come out on it, and be sure letter sin has air come out on it. Letter za, how can I make it? Remember the sound of the B. As, this is the za. A lot of people mix between sin and za in the reading. They say For example, instead of regisun, they say regizun, or instead of regzun, they say regisun. So they mix between sa and za because they don't do these characteristics, which is al-jahr in letter za and al-hams in letter sin. Remember this point very clear. Za and sin, the difference between them is al-jahr in za and al-hams in sin. Sin is the vocal cords is open, I will find the air come on my hand, but letter za, no air come on my hand because the vocal cords is closed, so it's trapped the air and it's not come out. Inshallah, this is the simple way and make it clear for you. If you have any question about this lesson, let me know.
Our شاهد جزرية for that part. مهموسها فحثه شخص سكت. Like we said, Ibn al-Jazari said one of the characteristic, and you should to know the opposite of it. So the letters of مهموس letter is فحثه شخص سكت. فحثها شين خاء صاد سين كاف تاء. إن شاء الله clear.
By this, our lesson for today is completely done. Jazakumullah khairan. To watch our channel QHE Tajwid Rules of the Quran channel in English. Our lesson today, it was about Al-Hams and Al-Jahr. Next time, inshallah, we'll talk about new characteristic and the opposite of it. We're still under the 5 opposite of 5 from the characteristics. And this was the first class in the opposite characteristics, and it was our 3rd class total in the characteristics chapter. Again, one more time, if you want to reach any characteristic or any lesson in this chapter, just click the black arrow in your right hand under the video in your phone and open it. You will find all the links for these videos. If you are in the computer or laptop, click see more and you will find all the links appear for you. Click any one you want and go through the lesson you want. Jazakumullahu khairan. If you like the lesson of today, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share so the videos can go everywhere. And الدل على الخير كفاعله, don't forget that. So as much as you spread this knowledge, as much as you will get good deeds. Jazakumullahu khairan. If you have any question, please put for me a comment. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You can find in the description box too our Facebook link and our Telegram link. Jazakumullahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.